Well, I'll put it to you simple, like, the Bluez Boyz were the best god band that ever came out of Pinetop Perkins. I'll tell you why.
Pulled in the desert, was feeling about half-assed dead. I just need a blade.
Okay, so the new Granberries. What? The Bluez Boyz. What do you want to know about those?
Ah, yes, the Bluez Boyz. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in many a years. The blue
Was the balls. Other bands have got technicality. Other bands have got flair. Other bands have got better recording equipment. But the Bluez Boyz, the things on those guys, they could knock over a Marshall amp just swaggering on the stage. First thing you notice, you look at them. Ken, that guy's got to be hauling like 10 stone worth of scrotum. And it comes out in the music.
Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me.
No, every experience is a special time, especially when you're with family. Family is a very special thing, and the boys of the blues, they're like a family to me. I really enjoy their company, and yeah.
Well, yes, they were all phenomenally talented musicians, and I should know. I'm the one that exploited them.
I'm getting emotional thinking about it. It just brings that tone to the music that you can't get anywhere else. I'm gonna say, tone. Can't buy your tone. It's got to be grown. You're in the kitchen. I'm pushing this metaphor too far. You're in the kitchen, you're a cook, you're making some, I don't know, soup or whatever. Each of the Bluez Boyz brings their own little thing to soup.
All kidding aside, I do credit the Pinetop Perkins Foundation for everything that they did to introduce me to the other Bluez Boyz. That is the story of how I was introduced to them, because I'm sure if you ask any of them how we all met, they are all going to tell you differing stories based on their own experiences, mental illnesses, and vices. Let alone, I have not a clue on God's green earth what is going to come out of little baby Alfonzo's mouth.
So the first thing I really, first time I saw the Bluez Boyz, if I'm going to be honest, I can't remember all of it. I was very drunk at the time. Oh yeah, Nelson, who had short hair back then, snuck up on me, because all that camouflage jacket he used to always wear. He just appeared in front of me, and me being, you know, slightly worse for the weather, thought he was a devil. So I screamed. I went, "Ah, Jesus, what are you doing?"
How did I become a blues boy? Well, how does anybody become a blues boy? By playing with them. They had a show one night down in Clarksdale, and they needed a bass player who could do, you know, they're always playing blues, but they like to do some good rock and roll too, and they needed a bass player who could play rock and roll. And well, I had 4 strings and no knowledge of music in the organized sense, but they taught me the song in an afternoon, and that night we got up at Ground Zero and played Whipping Post. One of the best damn versions you've ever heard of that song.
No, Nelson is a great bass player, don't get me wrong, but I do have 2 gripes with him. The first one is that he accused me of stealing other people's gimmicks, and the second one is that he accused me of being narcissistic and full of myself, and I just personally don't see it.
I mean, he changed a lot. Like when I first knew him, he was a scrawny little kid, short hair, again, camouflage jacket, like I said earlier, so you couldn't actually see him until he was 2 inches from your face. But no, I got on. He was a good kid. Hell, now we've all grown up, and he's still a scrawny little fella, but his hair's quite long, and he keeps up in this bandana. It looks like he's literally just stepped off backstage at Woodstock in like 71 or something.
I'm sorry, who's that guy? Okay, I don't like his face. Can we make him, like, wait outside or something?
Well, what can I say about Wade Parx that isn't already a plot line in a Sergio Leone movie?
Texan Terror. Whew. This guy could fit into anything. Like, if he was a metal band, do all that chugga stuff. He's in a blues band, just takes it nice and slow, got that proper Stevie Ray Vaughan feel. This guy can do anything. But don't get on his bad side, because he keeps a switchblade rolled up in his sleeve. No, I don't know how he keeps it there either, but anyway, you annoy him, Texas Terror, step on his toes and he's playing guitar solo, wham! Got 6 inches of cold steel under your nose. And I'm not talking about his guitar strings. And you won't be doing that again.
No, but seriously, Wade is a phenomenal producer and a phenomenal sound engineer.
Well, actually, originally I was in the Blues Girls, but I forgot to shave one day before band practice. All this started coming in, yeah, they kicked me out pretty quick. Then I got a call from the colonel, and you know, everything else is history, I guess.
Well, it is about damn time that we get a name on this program. What took you so long?
Ian took off his bow tie, trussed my hands with it. The next thing I remember, I woke up with this on my arm and a lifetime commitment to play in a band that I've never actually played with because I live on, you know, the other side of the Atlantic. Even then, they ring me up and say, "Hey Matt, got a gig? Hey Matt, you want a swift kiss on the lips?" Kentucky Colonel Ian Harper on the drums. He's like the bass. If you're making, I don't know, ramen or something Japanese, he's a tare. Plodding on, losing the beat a little bit sometimes. That's just what he does as a showman. He gets too concerned on making sure his coiffure's in order. But, oh man, he's just got the best dress sense. Like the bow ties, the stupid suits, and the hair. The platinum blonde hair, that makes up for his terrible drumming. Because it just blends into everything. And as soon as you catch the light glinting off that, like a steel guitar, you're blinded, you're too worried about your vision to even consider that he's suddenly playing a Purdy shuffle over what should just be a 6/8. I love that guy.
Most of those things are accurate, but I cannot express enough how much of a gift I am to the music industry. I truly believe that anybody in the music industry who is not myself is a cancer to this earth and needs to be cut out. But that's just my own personal beliefs, which are correct.
Alright.
Alfonzo, or as I know him, little baby Alfonzo, is truly a phenomenal musician. There was one night that I watched him singing and he got down from the microphone, he started bringing the band down and just hollering at the top of his lungs over everybody else. And I was like, you know what? That man's got where it's at. I need to sign him as soon as possible and start making money off of his talents.
I joined them back when I was a sailor for the cargo. I worked on the docks, on the dock of the bay. My greatest achievement was finding the Bluez Boyz. I joined the Bluez Boyz back when they were playing the other dock, the competing dock, and I saw them one night when I was considering getting another job at the competing dock. And then he was like, you know what, I'm going to join this band. And I went up to Ian, who at the time was named Eddie because he had not committed mass atrocities yet. I said, this is my band now. And he said, who are you? And I said, I'm your greatest dream come true.
Alfonzo just walked up and he said, hey man, you're one of us now. And of course I didn't know what was going on. I'd never met any of these people in my life. I've just been accosted by 3 of them.
So I was convicted of not being likable. He was given 3 options. I could either be on probation, for life. I could join the military, or I could join the Bluez Boyz. And that's how it all got started.
Alfonzo's a cool cat. You know, he's got the 50s clothes, he's got the glasses. On one hand, he looks a little bit like Napoleon Dynamite, but he sings like Howlin' Wolf, and he talks like Morgan Freeman. And Al's the front man. He just gets up and does his James Brown thing, and everybody else is just in awe. You know, to be honest, I'm pretty sure you put Al on the stage by himself, just give him like a tambourine and rubber chicken, he could probably make something musical out of it. Might not be something that many people want to listen to, but he can definitely make something damn musical out of it.
So look right at the camera, right? Oh no, look at you. Okay. Camera's not there, but I see it.
Oh, Ken, such a sweetheart. He's grown his beard out. Actually, he used to have a face like a baby's bottom. Now he's got a face like a man's bottom.
I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, Ken Easton, yes. Oh, phenomenal singer. I've always been impressed with how long he's able to hold a note.
Picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil, they was walking side by side.
How did I become a Bluez Boy?
I said, hey,
Hard
Carmen,
work,
come on,
a lot of
let's
dedication,
go downtown. She said,
a lot of-
I got to go, but my friend
like a lot of work. But the other two were kind of there, but it's mostly. Yeah.
He's a lefty. Like, he's left-handed, not he's a communist, though, I don't know. He's the positive one, I'd say. He's the really cheerful one. I'm like, hi, everybody! Oh, it's me, it's Ken. Lovely to see you all. I love that guy.
But like I said, Ken is a phenomenal singer. I only have positive things to say about him. He has made me a very wealthy man over the years.
Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for me.
My greatest influence would have to be Count Chocula. Captain Crunch is also up there, but you know, Rory here is an influence.
There's so many great musicians that I've been exposed to and listened to, but I'd say I draw a lot of
I believe my greatest influences were Howlin' Wolf, growing up in the Catholic Church, and let alone being the Colonel himself, Ian Matthew Harper. Duh, I'm incredible.
I like to say that my greatest influence, and I'm going to take off my glasses because I want you to see the sincerity on face, but to say my greatest influence is the world peace. And with world peace, I want to see a day where all the children play together.
Oh, my biggest influence. Actually, you know, I can believe this is actually Eminem. Yeah, best blues singer on the planet, I swear to God.
greatest influence, I would say, is probably the fans.
And sing and hold hands, and all adults will also be children of the world. Yeah, that's how I'm on the no-fly list.
Yes, I am God's gift to music.
Those little plastic picks that you get to clean out in between your teeth, that's a pretty great influence for me. Yeah.
Load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me. Right on me.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Well, I mean, the 4140 sessions, I mean, they went pretty smoothly.
There were a lot of fun times while we were recording that I can think about.
You know, just jamming out, and Ken looks out the window and he's like, hey, there's somebody in our backyard. But so he goes outside to like check it out, and we're kind of like standing around, like not sure what to do, and we start up again. And he comes back in, and there's like this guy with him. It's this short little man with this like southern accent, and he just says, he smiles at us all, and he says, I just want you to know I really appreciate your music.
I mean, we're all friends. You're gonna have fun when you're doing that. with your friends, and that's what mattered most.
There was phenomenal music, even better memories had, but truly my biggest takeaway is that I was inexplicably naked for most of it.
Yeah, there's not enough auto-tune in the world to fix all of that.
I would turn on random pedals and play with knobs and switches and just kind of make stupid noises, but it was fun, That's what mattered, and we were all loving it. And no matter whose song it was necessarily that we were recording, they were open to us doing that. They were open to us having fun and being ourselves with it, which was really, really nice and showed a certain amount of respect between all of us, obviously, I think. But yeah, that was some of my best memories.
I told everyone to sing off-key as a joke, so I thought it would be funny. But it's not quite so funny now that I'm actually having to mix this album.
I'd say the togetherness and collaborative and the communal sense of the recording is why I would say is my favorite experience.
Catch a cannonball now, just to take me down the line. My bag's sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one who sent me here with the regards for everyone.
Remember, at the end of the day, it's not about flashy car, the flashy playing, or your talent. It's about the
biggest advice for anyone who wants to join in Boys of the Blue. We've got a bookstore, bbbookstore.com. Got about series of 7 books, and we update them every couple of years, but they're about $20 a pop.
For anyone wanting to be a blues boy, don't do it. Trust me, it's not worth it. None of them know what they're doing. I mean, I just had to record them for a week. Oh my God. Terrible musicians. The whole lot of them. Worst band I've ever worked with.
Like, I cannot stress the amount of yeah.
It's a 6-month program. We kind of got it divided out in 7, even though that's kind of weird. We kind of cram in the last one in the last month. Every month you spend $20 to get a book. At the end of that 6-month program, you get your certification for the Bluez Boyz. Now, what I would say is special about the certification is that to maintain it, it's the Bluez Boyz is you never stop learning when you're with the Bluez Boyz. You never stop, because when you're learning with the Bluez Boyz, we always update the books,
My only advice could be broken up into 3 easy to remember pieces. All right, first of all, be incredibly handsome, like all of us. Secondly, be incredibly talented, like all of us. And third of all, give up on your dreams and accept that you're going to be a failure, because there's no way that you can do the first 2 steps as well as the Bluez Boyz do.
Test for the membership, of course. Even though you're not doing the trials, you're still a member in that time. You have to get the books every couple of years, because we're always learning and changing as the Bluez Boyz.
Well, yeah, I am the rhythm guitarist. Yeah. Well, I mean, I never said I was good.
Let's say if you want to be a blues boy, don't be a blues boy, because you already are one. It's in your heart. Follow your heart.
People can call us degenerates, people can call us fools, people can call us self-centered, people can call us bottom feeders of the blues industry who only bring about trouble and chaos everywhere that they go. But at the end of the day, we are one thing, and that's the Bluez Boyz.
Oh, one more time.
Okay, but for real though, what's the deal with this? What, was Scorsese too busy? What, he has time for The Last Waltz, he has time for the 28 Hours of The Irishman, but he doesn't have time for the Bluez Boyz? Get over yourself.
The Bluez Boyz. And, special is a subjective word, though, because every day I breathe, I breathe a lot. I have yet to have a day where I don't breathe.
I believe my greatest influences were.
And yes, I remember the special time of the I'm gonna skip that one.
Wait, what is this for? Where am I? Huh.
Where'd you get coconut oil?
I was gonna tan in it, so I bought some. Then I